Something I remember from their last game was how good he was at the line.
Yeah, I agree with you. I mean, he attacked chances. We've seen some obvious improvement in his free throw shooting since last year.
Here's Smits. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Dallas. That one goes. Count it.
I love the low post.
Now let's send it down to Doris Burke, who was able to talk with Byron Scott.
One player he said they can't overlook is Chris Bosh. He said Bosh is the perfect complementary scorer. He can hit the spot-up J and also really crash the offensive boards. We simply can't get so caught up elsewhere that we allow him to have a big night. And Kevin, at 6'11", Bosh really an anchor in that front court. When he plays well, they're tough to beat.
Always great to hear from you, Doris. Shot clock at 3. And it's Smits missing.
He's been anything but his usual self this quarter. It's actually been ugly to see.
And Young, here we go. And he goes in for the dunk.
And what a beautiful way to polish off that sequence. Just strong and attacking the rim.
That just puts a little more momentum on their side, don't you think?
Absolutely.
The defense got to tighten up now. I mean, you can't have the opposing point guard throwing down on you like that.
Orlando with the ball, following the score by Miami.
You know, I think when you've got somebody that open on the perimeter, a good shooter, the kickout's the only choice.
And Elfrid Payton with the foul. That's his first foul. Luol Deng is checked in for Miami. Solomon Hill comes in for Winslow. Fournier is checked in for the Magic. Jennings comes in for Elfrid Payton. Orlando on D. 7-point differential. They come into this one. Here's Jennings. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him. And a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. On the floor for Miami, Deng and Bosh, your small and power forwards. Young is out there with Dwayne Wade. And it's Smith in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Here's Young, following the basket by Brandon Jennings. Wade up top. Last time out he had 14 points. Young's shot is off. The Magic trail by 12. Jennings with the ball. And Young picks him up defensively. Jennings kicks to Vucevic. Rebound by the Heat. They are coming off that win against Atlanta.
They just weren't challenged. I mean, nearly as much as they should have been in that game, at least when they had the ball.
Yeah, it was a mismatch. I mean, the defense from the start was on its heels practically the entire game.
For the Magic, Johnson, he's checked in for Aaron Gordon. And Brian Roberts subbed in for Brandon Jennings. Here's Vucevic, and that is good. Vucevic has got his second basket of the game.
The defender a little hesitant to offer resistance as he bursts to the hoop.
The Heat leading by 13. Young up top. He's got 7, and there's a nice one-handed slam.
And, folks, he does more than just put 2 points onto their lead. He does it with a little bit of flair.
He sure does. You're right. It's a dazzling move to the bucket for him.
I'll tell you what, he may not be the biggest man in the league, guys, but he more than makes up for that lack of size with amazing aerial skills.
Now, here is Young. They lead by the biggest margin of the game, 15 points. The Magic have gone 2 of 4 shooting the ball here in the second. Roberts passes to Fournier. Launches it, and that one's good.
A lot of space right there to get that shot off.
Not a very good job of the defender getting over the top of that screen in that particular play.
Now, here is Young. He's got 9. It's deflected. They recover it. Shot's good by Bosh.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
And what I like about it, Greg, it's been a physical brand of basketball. It's had a little sandpaper element to it. Gritty and rough, but that's how you win games.
We got to be more physical on defense. They are getting to the middle of the floor way too easy. Get into them on the perimeter. Posts. Rotate over and make your presence felt.
Shot the ball the best over the course of the last month. Number 1, the Heat.
Yeah, Kevin, it's been a long month for anybody who plays these guys. I mean, they've been shooting the lights out, and it's been game after game after game.
Winslow's checked in for Miami. We're just over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Here's Johnson, and down it goes. Dunked through off a wonderful assist.
He always knows where his teammate's going to be. Put the ball where he wants it, right waiting for him.
And the foul called on Freak. That is his first foul of the game.
Oh, man, it's close, but, you know, didn't get on balance quick enough.
Yeah, and as quick as players are at this level, in this day and age, I mean, you've got to be perfect in your anticipation to draw the charge.
Now let's go to Doris Burke. Doris?
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Hawks put on a show. He had 40 points, and that scoring outburst set a new season high for him in what was a great exhibition on his part. Absolutely incredible numbers from him in a monstrous game.
All right, Doris, thank you. It really was a stunning performance. He was at his absolute best in that game.
And if he can come anywhere close to another performance like that here tonight, it would be amazing.
Yeah, it really would be, because you know now the defense is going to be focused squarely on him. They're going to make sure that he doesn't beat him again.
Here's what Orlando's going with right now. Peyton, he's checked in for Hazanya, and it's Napier in for Brian Roberts. The kick out to Dang. Bangs home the trifecta. Dang's got 10 points in the game.
Boy, I tell you what, he loves getting looks like that from the three-point line. No one near him. That's a warm-up jumper for him.
Peyton dishes to Johnson. Unloads from 13. The offensive rebound. And the shot is good. 8 points for Vucevic.
You know, he's putting on an outstanding offensive display, and he may just be getting warmed up here.
Young's shot is off.
His touch has disappeared on him this quarter. He just hasn't been able to get it going.
Here's Fournier, and foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot two. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. Scoring breakdown for and so that brings the first half.
Kevin, I'm here.
Welcome back. The calendar has flipped over, and so have we, into the second half of our broadcast. You have to like what we're seeing from Goran Dragic.
Yeah, you know, one of the things about the truly greats of our game is that sometimes you get spoiled because of how consistent they can be. And so far, another big scoring night for him.
And oftentimes when he puts up that many points in the first half, he follows it up with an even better second half. We'll see if that's the case here.
On the court for Orlando, Gordon and Vucevic together in the post. Hazanya is out there with Peyton, and it's Smits in at the 3 spot. Now, here is Young. Here's Wade. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup. Wade's got his second basket of the night. Peyton against Young. Picked by Vucevic. To the inside. That's in, coming off an assist from Peyton. And that's 11 points for Vucevic.
Great way to start the half. Easy layup against some soft D.
And Young, here we go. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
Yeah, the defender all over him.
Greg, he got in good there. I mean, that's why the shot was so far off.
He's gone 1 of 1 in the game so far from the line. The Magic making a switch here. Johnson's checked in. The Magic trail by 11. Outside Gordon. Passes it to Hazanya. Gordon with a screen on Wade. Here's Hazanya. He's a good contributor to his team, averaging about 10.5 points a game. 4 on the shot clock. Payton drives in. Wade with the block. They get it back, and the basket by Gordon. And with a little over a minute gone, the second half is underway. Young inside, covered by Payton. The tray. It's hauled in by Gordon. The Magic have gone 2 of 3 from the field to start the second half. Pass to Smits for the 3, and again it's Orlando with the 3.
That's 3 of 4 here to start the half.
Young outside. Wade outside. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Wade's got his 3rd basket of the night.
He is almost money when it comes to finishing in close. Nice bucket there to increase the lead.
The Magic trail by 8. Payton passes to Hazanya. Outside Gordon. Johnson the screen. Here's the screen. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good. Johnson's got 9.
Everything going to plan here to start the third. 80% shooting thus far.
And that's out of bounds. Miami will retain possession. And it seems like we've seen more and more of these guys in recent years. Big men who can shoot the 3. Over the last month, these have been the best of them. Chris Bosh on top.
And maybe most of the time a coach doesn't want to see his center or power forward drifting away from the hoop, but that's not the case with him.
It most certainly is not. I mean, when your three-point shot is that reliable and that lethal, I mean, you have to use it if you've got a guy on your team that can shoot it like that. Maybe they sacrifice some size in the paint when he goes outside, but they're usually 3 points richer because of it.
Young's shot is
Not someone who handles that kind of pressure very well. A slight advantage for them in the rebound department, but that oftentimes is all it takes.
Especially, Greg, when you're scoring the ball at a decent clip the way they have. I mean, they've done exactly what's necessary to take the lead.
Now here's Johnson. He's got 9. Here's Smits. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
They needed a run desperately, and boy, did they come up big.
And, you know, it wasn't just about getting hot offensively. Defensively, they've been stellar as well.
And Young kicks to Wade. Back to Young. Bosh drives in. Lets it go with the 3. Again, Young missing.
He just has not been able to get into that groove yet, guys. But as a whole, it hasn't affected them too much.
Kicks it out to Johnson. Johnson missing again.
And the shots just continue to say no in terms of falling.
Here's Hazanya. He's covered by Dang. 1:39 left here in the third quarter. Inside, here's Smits. And look at how the hustle game has been going for the Magic.
Defensively, they played with a lot of energy, and the steals we've seen are a result of that aggression.
Get a change here. Heat have gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. Young, he's in at the point. Winslow is out there with Chris Bosh. Then there's Dwayne Wade. And it's Smith in at the 5, roaming the paint. That's the group on the floor for Miami. Payton against Young to take the lead. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up, and 2 shots coming up.
Take a look at the numbers in this one for Young. 10 points, and he's been delivering a healthy dose of helpers, too.
He really has, Clark. Always with his head up, looking to make the pass, trying to find the open man.
We've played just over 1 minute here in the fourth quarter. Young with the steal.
Move the ball.
T-Wade on the wing. Back to Young. 6 to shoot. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. And the Heat lead by 5. Orlando's gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Fournier in the corner. Picked by Vucevic. Fournier dishes to Vucevic. Gets it to go for bucket number 8. He's taken just 10 shots. Second minute off the clock now in the fourth. And Young, here we go. Feeds it to Wade. Lets it go from deep. Again, Young missing.
And you know what? If you're the defense, you got him right where you want him. Let him keep shooting those threes because he's been brutal in this half.
And to look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for Miami.
What a tremendous showing from the three-pointer all through this game.
It's been a hot shooting night for them, too. I mean, they've hit a lot of those mid-range jump shots.
Good on the second free throw.
Only down 2 now, but that miss might come back to haunt you. If they don't get a stop, it's back to a 2-possession game.
Comes up empty down low. Orlando trailing here. Here's Azania. Pass to Payton. That's good.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
That's right. 5 of their last 6 makes were on the interior. They've established their inside presence.
And even 3-on-3 break. To take the lead. Chance there to take the lead. Missing. Miami's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Young's shot is off.
Wow, what a rough second half for him shooting the basketball. Maybe you adopt a pass-first mentality at this point.
Here's Vucevic. That's in, coming off an assist from Payton. Payton's got 5 assists in the game.
They're scoring boatloads of buckets. It's raining buckets from inside.
Well, the defensive rotations, Greg, have been a step slow, and it's really helped them get that ball inside time after time.
Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. An amazing finish with a hand right in his face. And it's a 4-point Magic lead. Young for 3. Another miss by Young.
You know, the ill-advised threes isn't how you want to close the gap. They've got to have better shot selection.
Out left to the wing. Uncovered. Tries again. Rebound by the Heat. Bosch has got 3 rebounds so far in the game. And it's Wade penetrating. There's the bucket. Good.
Unbelievable basket. I mean, I've given up a lot of height there, but he was not to be denied.
Not when the game's hanging in the balance. That makes it a little different. He's going to get to the rim no matter who was standing in the way on that one.
All right, let's go over to the sideline with Doris Burke.
Yes, during that break, Coach Byron Scott had some words for his team. He said, guys, this is the kind of game we're capable of playing when we put our minds to it. I knew we had it in us, just like I know we're going to come out on top. Let's finish this thing. Guys?
All right, Doris, thanks. It's slammed in by Young.
And really, he epitomizes what a point guard should be. I mean, his skills as a passer might actually be matched by that creative. Shows around the rim.
Well, judging by that jam, Greg, I'd say you're absolutely right.
Boy, that's a nice surge for them just when they needed it in a game that was so tight.
Evan Fournier's checked in for Heatin. The shot by Payton. Drains it from 17 feet out. Payton's got 4 this quarter.
They ran that inbounds play perfectly there to get the quick hitter.
Young passes to Bosch. Dishes it to Winslow. Screen by Young. Winslow kicks to Young. And the officials call a traveling violation.
You know, sometimes the intensity of the game can lead to brain-neutral plays like that, guys.
We've got 1:18 left in the fourth. And there's the feed to Vucevic. The fadeaway. Again, the magic score.
It seems like they found their rhythm offensively, and they're shooting the ball much better out of the break.
Hey, I don't know if it was changing baskets or what, guys, but
They can't guard us on the perimeter. Spread the floor. Spacing, fellas. Spacing.
.107 left in the game. And Young, here we go. The kick out to Bosch. Screen by Young. In the corner, Smith with it. Young against Payton. Shot clock at 6. Bosch in the post. Now they decide to foul intentionally. Kazanya, he's checked in for the Magic. Basket here, and this game may be all over.
Yeah, but the main priority, Kevin, has to be taking care of the basketball and using the clock.
He doesn't hit the first, and that was the one they really wanted. He's got one more, though. And he can't get the second one to drop either. Coming up empty that time. Kicks the Bucks. We've got 28 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Young dishes the Bucks. Winslow, the pass to Young. And again, it's the Heat missing. They're going to prolong the game here with an intentional foul.
You have to foul, but I'm sure they would have liked to foul someone different.
Yeah, but Greg, they didn't really have another option. I mean, I thought they did a nice job getting it in his hands and making sure he was the guy who'd go to the line.
And the second of 2 is good. That puts them up by 5. From deep. Smith kicks to Bosch. And here's Young from the arc. Off target with that shot. And so it's...
Well, Nick,
The 2K Sports post-game show.
Many thanks, Kevin. So now we move on to our Jordan Nikola Vucevic. He delivered quite a star performance.